Hey y'all, welcome. So in this video, I am making some very cute little watercolor collage fodder that I'm also going to be taking and making into a cute little art book, fall themed art book. So make sure to check out my next video. But with that said, let's get started. Okay, so I wanted to start with what not to do because I, for some reason, have a really hard time with sunflowers, and this is one of multiple attempts for me to master painting a sunflower. And so I went through this process and thought I was on the right track. And then I get to the end and I'm like, that looks not like a sunflower. And so what I realized I was doing is I was making the petals way too long. They're not layered. I'm going out way too far. I'm being really inconsistent. And so in just a moment, you will see what I did to fix the problem. And while my final product is not the best sunflower I've ever seen, it is certainly my best sunflower. And so, and I think it's great for the purposes of the fodder that I'm creating this for. So let's go on to the next one. Okay, so after I created that sunflower and I was like, that is not what I wanted. I went back and I retried my petals. I'm using an angled brush here from Christy Rice's uh, watercolor set, which I'll link to in the comments because I really, really love these brushes. But I just was not quite getting the effect I wanted, and so kept playing around with it, and kind of got a petal shape that I liked and found I could be a little bit more consistent with it. And then finally I was like, I should get my yellow watercolor pencil and draw a circle for the inside and then draw a circle for myself on the outside so that I don't go out too far and I can keep being consistent. And that's when I got the hang of it. Okay, so on to the mushrooms. So I started out by just sketching these again with a watercolor pencil. Like, I know you can't see the yellow on the video, and honestly I could barely see it when I was up close. That was kind of the point. I just needed an outline that I didn't want to have to erase it, and that it would kind of blend in with the colors that I was using. That worked really perfectly. I am not somebody who can just get a paintbrush and then like draw and paint with it. It's just not in my skill set. I have tried and tried. So I would have to say, like, there's nothing wrong with sketching stuff out. Like, that's just what works for me. And so I did 3 different ones, just kind of played around with some different shapes and colors and things, and used my watercolor paints to paint in the main colors. And then I went back in with my colored pencils and added some details and some more color. And I think they turned out really cute. And I'm not going to show the process of all 3 because I think this video would be excessively long if I did that. But on the one that I do show fully, I also added some little dots with my new Posca markers, which I am amazed by. I have tried several different kinds of paint markers, and they are by far the best. I know why everybody loves them so much. So if you are on the fence about Posca, I highly recommend it. All right, we're going to turn on some music for a few minutes, and then we will be back with some watercolor pumpkins. Okay, so next I did some pumpkins. I did one big one, which you can see me doing here, and then I did 4 small ones. And I was really proud of myself with this one because I did not have to draw it with a pencil, and I think it turned out really cute. And like all I did was just do the shapes with my brush and painted it in, and then went over with a little bit of colored pencil at the end. So that's what you'll see me doing. Right, and last but not least, I did some little pumpkins, and you can see me drawing it in here with my watercolored pencil because you can see also on the right over there, I tried a couple of times and I just couldn't get it right. So I think just with the smaller size, I was having a hard time with it. So I went and got my pencil and started over and came up with some really cute little pumpkins that I'm quite pleased with. So you'll see what everything looks like at the end, and I'll keep working on these and see you in a minute. And the last step was to cut everything out and turn it into fodder. And I am always just kind of amazed at what happens when you cut your fodder out. Like it just completely changes the perspective, and it really brings out every little detail and aspect of it and makes it look so different. So I love how all of this turned out. I am so excited to play with it, and I'm gonna get everything cut out and we'll see what it looks like at the end. right, and that is all of our collage fodder. I think it's really cute. I'm really excited to play with it. So in my next video, I am going to be using all of this and a bunch of other stuff that I have to make a fall themed little art book, and then I'll do a little flip through. So make sure to check that one out, and thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.